there's plenty of students I think who will come and like look for stuff in that first few weeks and go like, oh, it doesn't have what I want it to have,
right?
And kind of mope about it,
right?
But like, why do you think you were just like, well, no, let me go do something about it?
Well, I think it's because when most people come in, they know that they're gonna stay for 4 years.
Yeah.
So they're like, all right, I got time. Let me just situate for my first year, freshman year. My freshman year just ended, so I only have a year and a half left. When people are going into their junior and senior year, they're not saying, I have time to do this. That's when they start going in.
Okay.
So I already had that mentality of I got to start building my resume. I started making connections. I started to get acclimated to the community, because if I don't, 2.5 years are going to fly by, and then my resume and everything is going to look exactly like it did when I was 17.
So, like, what do you think was kind of your lead into that?
Into student government, or?
Yeah, student government and getting involved. Like, how did that happen for you?
Yeah, it was interesting. It was completely random. Michael walked up to me at the BSA lunch, or
the mixer that happens at the beginning of the year. Yeah.
Yeah, and he just said, "You look like a person that'd be interested in student government." That's it.
That sounds like something Michael would say.
Yeah. And so I wish I had a more interesting story, but that's literally.
It involves Michael, so
yeah.
So
yeah,
not in a bad way. That's
right.
Just you know, when you know Michael,
right?
That's sounds exactly like something he would do and say.
Yeah. So he just said, "Come by my office tomorrow," and I was like, "Okay."
Okay.
And then we just had a conversation. I hit it off. I found out who Michael was.
Yeah.
Very fast. He's a very cool guy. Very loving. Very kind.
Yeah.
He runs a business too, I think. He does like entrepreneurship and speaking. So I think we just hit it off from there. And then Kamani, which is another big brother to have. It was really cool because it was two black students were like leading the student body.
Yeah.
Which was a really great thing for me to see coming into the university.
What was like, so I mean, you got involved in student government. Like, what was that first year like, as far as like, what was your experience like? Because you immediately came in and had kind of an executive level position, whereas like a lot of people don't do that. A lot of people maybe are a senator.
Yeah.
A lot of people may like kind of watch and then eventually get in. But like, what was the experience like coming in and immediately being an executive?
Right. It was cool because Michael and Kamani, they just instantly like jumped me into it.
Yeah.
We pretty much a couple weeks after I got initiated as executive, there's a statewide conference that we have every month called the Association of Student Governments, and he was like, "You come with us to that." And there's only 4 people from each school, and so not only did I get to get acclimated to our student government, I also got to meet all the 75, 80 other student leaders across the state from public schools, which was, for me, that was like, all right, I'm here. I like this. This is great. I get to meet these people. Some of these people are trying to start nonprofits. These people kind of have, a lot of them are juniors and seniors, because like you said, that's when they start getting into their stuff. So I was like, all right, these people have their life together. I mean, I need to stick around these people.
What was it like here in kind of that environment, doing the work that you were doing as an executive?
At UNT Asheville? It was a lot. It was great because, to be honest, my schooling wasn't necessarily the biggest challenge of my school year.
Yeah.
It was, my biggest challenge probably wasn't my business, because I've already been doing that for a few years. It wasn't the internship. I've had internships before. It was student government. It was learning, how does something with so much bureaucracy at a university work?
Yeah.
And how do I, as an 18-year-old, convince people to listen to me? How do I convince them that I may have good ideas? And how do I learn to listen when they have great ideas and learn? Because with my business, I'm only thinking 2 years ahead.
Yeah.
Because I'm only playing with maybe $10,000 at most. The school's playing with $100 million.
Yeah.
They're thinking 50 years ahead. I didn't know how to do that. And I still don't quite know how to do that yet, but it's learning to do that, which is important.